decisions are swift.
You are the sweetest thing, yeah. I live all the joy you bring, yeah. But I'm coming back, knocking down the door. I'm coming back, Are you ready? Are you ready for more? Are you ready for more? Regrets, oh, I have a few. I tried to change what I cannot undo, but I'm coming back, knocking down the door. Coming back, are you ready? 'Cause I'm coming back, knocking down the door. Coming back, are you ready for more? Oh, are you ready for more? Oh, are you ready for more? Are you ready for more? And I'm coming back, knocking down the door. Coming back, are you ready? Are you ready? Coming back, knocking down the door. Coming back, are you ready? Are you ready for more? Yeah, are you ready for more? Are you ready? Are you ready for more? Are you ready for more?
There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Yeah, I came in, guns blazing, at Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting, some failing, not plain sailing, entertaining. Check the ratings, let me out, I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready, who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Who wants it? Ready for anybody, I got this. They say you can learn from your losses, but it tastes sweet like chocolates.
We've got high hope. It's Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world. And up Up against them, it's Antonio Tarver. You're looking at the Magic Man, one of the best to ever do it, a multi-time light heavyweight world champion.
Look at this. These fights are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr. Fighting out of the blue corner, hailing from Florida, here is the 3-time world champion, the Magic Man, Antonio Tarver.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins.
What a fight we...
Another gun. All damn, just what have I become? No chance, I'm still what they waiting for. No brain on stage, been here before. Hold on too much, gotta let it go. No pain, I'm out of it, ain't involved. No call, no show, I ain't really gone. Too late to say I was dead wrong. Flown out the way for that info. Feel lost, but I know that we close. Speed down my lane on the road. Feel like I've been here before, but maybe switching my roles. Cold dude, no you. Now you ain't never that. So lose, I do. I gotta run it back. Cold dude, no you. Now you ain't never that. So lose, I do. I gotta run it back. Another one time, be fun. I think my aim just begun. Another one last time, please ya. Now I ain't live to please ya.
Expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Nice hook. Can't score with that jab. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he misses with that straight left. Good counter punching. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode. There's the bell for round two. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
They exchange punches. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Roy. There's the bell to start round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Misses with the straight left. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Those counter punches have to hurt. It's all offense all the time. And he just missed with that left jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears. There's the bell for round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
There's a counter shot. Nice hook. How about that time counter shot? Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
jab doesn't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That bell could not... On to the fifth we go. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Incredible work rate. Can't find a home with that jab. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Jab misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And he scores with the counter. Beautiful counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones. This is the beginning of round 6. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Do you believe what we're seeing? It's all offense all the time. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use blade.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones and here comes round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. can tell who's stronger and who's faster. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Nice counter shot. Just missed with that hook. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
They blocked the left there. Nice counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That's it. And we enter the 8th round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Good counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. So much firepower here. Both men step back for just a moment. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought